Well, hey guys, welcome back. This is the second comic book haul video. Well, it's not the second. You guys seen these books? I showed you these guys book. I show you guys these books before, but I actually read them now because I was tired and bored. Last night I did end up going out to a bar. No, I did not drink much at all. Didn't drink much at all. Maybe like 2 beers tops. This one bar I knew they had Angry Orchard, which is one of those like fruity kind of cider kind of beers. So I drank like 3 of those and a Coke. And I sat there and I was kind of bored. And I thought about it. I said, I could have just stayed home. Could have bought a 6-pack and stayed home and I actually got drunk. But anyway, that's my story for that. This is the third time I'm trying to do this video. The first time it was 40 minutes. So as they scratch that, I'm not going to do a 40-minute video. The second time, the battery, I had it unplugged. I thought I had enough battery power, and the battery power just went off. Right when I was almost at the end of it. So now I'm trying to do this again. First set of comics is Spawn. Now, fun things, I love the comic book character of Spawn. This is 306, 307, 308. I love the comic book character of Spawn. But after not reading it for almost 200 issues, I'm kind of lost in the story. I kind of know what's going on, but it's just too wordy. It's very wordy. It's so much in it. I mean, and the thing is that he's only selling this for $2.99. The funny thing, he sells his book is $2.99. The average Marvel or DC book is $3.99. Go figure. And the guy's making money off of this. Todd McFarlane, that is. He also helped create Venom. That's the bet. There's a if you want to know more about Todd McFarlane, there's a sci-fi documentary called The Hell I Won't, which I knew about his career, but there's certain things about his career I didn't know. But anyway, it was a good documentary. Now these reads, I guess it's setting up to something big, but like I said in 310, if I'm not wild, I'm dropping the book. Dr. Aphra #2. I think of this as Indiana Jones in space. And if Indiana Jones was, well, let's put it this way: if Indiana Jones and Lara Croft Tomb Raider was in Star Wars, this is Dr. Aphra. The first series was critically acclaimed, so I tried to pick up the second series. I'm not impressed. So in about 2 more issues, if this don't pick up in 2 more issues, or maybe I should wait till after the storyline's over, then see if something happens. Otherwise, I'm dropping it. Well, Darth Vader #3. I was looking forward to this. This story takes place after Empire Strikes Back. Right now, Darth Vader's on a quest to figure out why he did not have any idea that he had a son named Luke. He doesn't know about Leia yet. He doesn't find out about Leia until Return of the Jedi. So, you got about at least another, I think this is going to run like another 80 issues to 100 issues before it Return of the Jedi pops up. Woke up late. I woke up at like 8:30 this morning. I'm usually up at 7 and I'm usually working at 7. I woke up at 8:30. That's what happens when you go to the bar. Luckily, I'm not drunk. Because I didn't sleep very much, my blood glucose is very high this morning. But, and I'm drinking coffee to wake up. So I have to I do the normal thing. But anyway. So what happened is he's on the quest to figure out what happened with Luke. because he meets Luke as an adult. So he's mad because in his mind he could have raised Luke up to be his apprentice and take over. So in his investigation, he runs into Padme Amidala's stunt double. Back in the day, and if you were like a ruling leader or something like that, royalty, sometimes you have stunt doubles do things to detract assassins. Her mission is to find out who killed Padme and Anakin Skywalker. They know Darth Vader's involved, so she leads Darth Vader on a wild goose chase. Darth Vader's looking for answers for what's going on with Luke. Trap is sprung. Next issue gonna be on and popping on how he's gonna dispatch all this. I love Darth Vader. I wish I kept over the first series, because the first series there's a if you want to know more about the Darth Vader series, comic book series, there's a YouTube channel called Star Wars Comics, and what happened is when the new comic comes out, they delve deep into this comic book. They show you panels. Sometimes they do reenactments and all this. It's really good. That's how I kept caught up on this first series. But anyway, the last video was going 13 minutes before my laptop went kaput. So guess what I'm going to do? Right now we're in 6 minutes, so I'm doing fine. Last but not least is Usagi Yojimbo, number 10. Stan Sakai's the issue is called Mon. Mon is what they call a crest. If you look at his attire, this 3 dots is the crest of his old lord, and he wears it proudly. He goes into this territory which the new lord who took over, and so he's considered a loyalist, and they're usually killed on sight. So he walks into town, and everybody's keeping away from him because he didn't realize that he's at his old place, his old province that his old lord used to own. He doesn't realize it because he wanders so much. Runs into an innkeeper to get something to eat. The innkeeper looks at him and is like, "You gotta get out of here." And he's like, "Why?" And he's questioning why, because he doesn't understand it. He doesn't realize it's like, so his idea is like, let me get something to eat and I get the fuck out. No big deal, right? Right. Finds out the innkeeper was a foot soldier in the armed forces where Usagi Yojimbo served. Where his lord died, the innkeeper was a foot soldier who survived and basically made a life for himself. So new samurai comes in, causes a stir. Usagi walks out without getting food, getting paid for it. So he's like, "Man, I gotta get something to eat." So he decides to go. He finds a boat and goes fishing. Before he goes fishing, the samurai look at his mon and it's like, "You can't be here. We're gonna kill you." So he takes his sword, the katana, kicks their asses without taking it out of his scabbard. That's how good this guy is. These guys are butthurt. They go get drunk and say, there might be a reward for this. So the innkeeper's like, "I know where he is." So the innkeeper leads these guys to where he is. He's fishing. He catches a fish. He says, "Okay." Usagi catches a fish, and he's like, "You know what? At least I can eat, and I'll be out of his air territory in no time." These guys attack Usagi. Usagi just wipes them down because he's that good of a swordsman. That good of a swordsman. If you saw old samurai dramas or samurai movies, you'll see what I'm talking about. The innkeeper, he spares the innkeeper's life. It says, "Please go back to your life." The innkeeper's like, "I need money." So the innkeeper tries to pick up a sword, and I'm like, "Oh my god, don't tell me." I'm like, "Innkeeper, please, go back home. Go back to your life." No, he picks up a sword and tries to kill Usagi. You've been out of practice for so long, and you're going to fight a samurai who's basically had battle tested, and he dies. Now Usagi gets hurt and he falls into the boat and he's adrift off. So I can't wait to the next issue. I'm sorry. I wish when I took my hiatus of buying comics, I should have kept up with this one because I love Usagi Yojimbo. Taught me a lot. Right there is the next step. So now, the next video, we'll talk about some more books. So, hope you have a great day, or a great night, or whenever you're watching this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Am I going to throw all these videos in one day, or I'm going to space them out for a couple days or something? I don't know. Luckily, with this new not Facebook, I love this new feature in which I can make a video and say I want to premiere 2 or 3 days from now. So that's kind of cool. So I'm testing this out. So I might do like a lot of videos in one day and space it out every 2 or 3 days or something like that. So it looks like I am doing something every day on a constant basis. I don't know. But you know, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you want to buy these books, go ahead and buy them. Sometimes they're on the shelf still, depending on the comic book store. Or if you say, Art, these books suck, I don't know why you're buying this stuff. And, a new thing for iTunes. Okay. Talk to you guys later.